here's where we're at, by the way. Assassin's Creed Shadows, the anti-woke crowd has run out of things to complain about, from Yasuke kissing a non-binary person, Yasuke having sex with Nobunaga's sister, to now the credits are too long. That's what they're complaining about. And I don't understand why there is so much motion for this. If you are 35 years old and you despise video games and you talk about video games, all you talk about is how much video games suck now because of woke, you should stop playing video games. You should stop tweeting. You should get a job. You should get gainful employment and possibly find a wife. You should start a family. You should focus on self-improvement. Stop bitching about how video games felt much nicer when mommy was bringing Dino chicken nuggies to you every time when you were in your jammies. Yes, it's never going to be as good as when you were 12, okay? It's not going to happen. You're 35 now. Life sucks dick, but you are in control to a certain degree of your own life. Take some ownership over it and fix it instead of crying online all the goddamn time about how video games are no longer as fun because there's black characters and women in them. You're a freak. Tap out. Tap out. I hate these motherfuckers so much. I hate them so much. I hate them more than they hate video games, and they really hate video games. Anyway, here's Fighting Cowboy, also addressing these losers. Here's Fighting Cowboy, who I have relied on for many of his Dark Souls and other From Software adventures in the past. Great content creator. Here's him doing a live stream playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, where he's yelling at these people who are yelling at him to yell about the game, but he's not.
I don't give a what your opinion is of this game. I don't care. Your opinion is worthless to me. The quality of health of my morning shit had a bigger impact on my thought process today than you being upset that there's a black guy in Assassin's Creed. So shut the fuck up, all right? We're not doing this shit. It's a video game. If you are upset that there's a black guy in a video game, fuck off. I don't want you here. I don't care. Stop.
Oh no, he's been captured by the wokes, dude.
I'm not doing this fucking argument. Every goddamn game these days. Oh, it's woke. Oh, there's a black guy. Oh, there's a...
Dude, I know. Oh my God. Preach! I can't stand it. Every video game release has to have some outrage dedicated to it. Kingdom Come has a gay character. Kingdom Come has a black character. It's not sufficiently anti-woke. Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Not every game is going to suit your weird racist goals, okay? As a matter of fact, none of them are going to do that. And you pick and choose anyway. That's the other thing. They're not even consistent with their racism or their homophobia. That's also what pisses me off about this process. They're fair weather racists. They only get mad when some 60-year-old loser who has never been able to finish his video game successfully, Grums, Mr. Breast Milk Enjoyer at Blizzard, formerly, will come out and be like, this game is gay, it's woke, it sucks, and then they get mad because there was no smoke for Baldur's Gate. That was the gayest game of all time. You could be non-binary, slinging dick, fucking goddamn bears and shit, and everybody loved it. How? Imagine getting your nose from a 60-year-old man who's constantly chirping about video games, dude. God, you are so pathetic. You are such a goddamn loser, and you know it. That's the other thing. And you got no motion in your life. So anything you spend every waking moment trying to fuck up other people's lives. That's all you do. All you do is run around and try to ruin other people's enjoyment, ruin other people's fun. Oh my God. Go to the gym. Go fucking work out. Fix your life.
As a trans person, shut the fuck up. Either play the game or go the fuck outside, bro. It's not that hard.
Thank you. Yes.
God damn. I've been on this earth 37 fucking years. When I was a kid, guess what? If a game came out and I didn't want to get involved with it, I didn't fucking play with it. I didn't go on the internet and cry like an entitled little child. Wah, 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 wah. The game doesn't have stuff that I want. So shut the fuck up and leave, bro. Are you that much of a fucking loser that you're seeking out streams of a game you don't like just to be like, wah, I don't like this. There's a black guy. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. That's all. This is the only rant. I'm getting this shit out of the way now. Stop. because any comment, any fucking comment, I'm just gonna ban you. I don't care. I'm just gonna ban you. I don't care. I don't have time for it, bro. I'm here to play a fucking game, not listen to you cry about a black dude that existed in history that was brought over to Japan as.
Yeah, ironically enough, Assassin's Creed is historical fiction. And until this game, you've never actually played a real historical figure. That is the inherent irony here as well. Every other game, you play around historical figures, which you can, beat the out of, obviously, which is, not what happened in history. Like, there was no Leonardo da Vinci flying machine that you could actually fly in, right? Nobody complained about that shit. That was awesome, because I guess he wasn't black. What's hilarious about it is, like, this is the one time where you do actually play a historical figure, ironically enough. Fist fighting the Pope, I'm fine with that. That's historical fiction. That's appropriate. Black guy that actually existed in Japanese history? Oh, absolutely not. Why would you let me play this?
As a slave and then taken on by Nobunaga and made a container. All right. If that upsets you, if that makes you not feel like you're in your special place, that's not my problem. Go talk to your therapist about it.
It's so annoying. This is the type of shit that I expect from babies, from a child, This is the type of shit that children do. And now we have mentally and emotionally stunted adults that have been babied their whole goddamn lives. And they're sad and they're whiny and they're annoying and they never shut the fuck up. Oh my God. And it's a cycle that they desire too. Like, they want any kind of reaction they can get out of it, where they lose their minds. They're like, oh, like they misinterpreted a LDP Japanese politician who's an upstart trying to make a name for himself, which ironically, I mentioned as well to the JCP guys when I was there. Remember when I talked to the Japanese Communist Party and I was like, does our brain rot actually make its way to Japanese politics and actually impact Japanese politics? Turns out, yes, it does. That was my suspicion, and apparently that is the case. There's a dude in the LDP named Kato. He's trying to make a name for himself. And in the process, in a Diet session, he gets up and he talks about Assassin's Creed because he's seen so many people on Twitter talk about it. Japanese people love Twitter. They use Twitter quite frequently. It's more popular in Japan than it is in America per the population percentage. Like, there's more active users in Japan on Twitter in comparison to the rest of the Japanese population than there is in the United States of America in comparison to the United States population. So he comes out in a Diet session and he brings up the Assassin's Creed thing. And the prime minister responds to it. And in the response, he basically says, like, yeah, sure. Our concern is that maybe people will get their notes from the game. You can deface Japanese landmarks in virtually every fucking video game, by the way. It's not new. The prime minister basically says, we hope that we take it very seriously to deface our real cultural landmarks in the real world, not in the game. And we hope that people will not do that. We hope that people won't try to, like, scale the walls and do parkour on our shrines and shit. That's it. And you know what's interesting? Ubisoft patched it out immediately on the day one patch. But it didn't end there. Every single disgusting Angloid piece of shit with a lolly avatar, fake Japanese account that LARPs as a Japanese teenager online. And there are many accounts like this. There are so many people that have ironically never even been to Japan. They just live in, like, England, and they LARP as though they're Japanese conservatives in English. Every single one of those accounts mistranslated the prime minister's statements to make it seem like Japan was taking a strong stance against Assassin's Creed Shadows. And these tweets have thousands of likes, because nobody cares about the truth. I'm losing my mind. It's something so innocuous and so marginal and so inconsequential in the grand scheme of things, but it still pisses me off because it goes along with the broader trends that I see all the goddamn time all around the internet. Here's what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Where is it? Yeah. Around and find out. Tomorrow, Japan, Mr. Hiroyuki Kata, a member of the House Councilors from the Liberal Democratic Party, will address the AC Shadows issue in the national diet. This will be broadcast nationwide as well as live streamed. Like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, they have literally invented a completely alternative reality. And they think that this reality is where, like, the Japanese government is genuinely fucking mad They think you're defending it because you took the ad. I know. I don't care. I don't care that they're thinking that. I hate people who lie like this. I hate it. I hate it so much. It might be a little bit neurodivergent of me, but when I see something like this, I can't let it go. It makes me so mad because I can't stand how stupid people are. I can't stand it. It's like they just, and then that lie materializes and turns into this like this thing that can actually impact the real world, like developers getting harassed as a consequence of this. Like that pisses me off so much. I hate it. Yeah, it's so funny how Assassin's Creed has never been anywhere near historically accurate, but this is the first time there's a black guy. Everybody turns into anthropologists. You fist fight the Pope in these games. Yeah, a black samurai with a relationship with a non-binary person. Yuck. And it's like, you don't need to do this. This is your own personal choice. Except I know for a fact you didn't even, you ripped this video off of someone else. Someone else who's also an Outrage merchant, you know? Because I know you didn't play the game. I know you didn't play the game. You're just a Outrage merchant. You will never play the game. You probably don't even like video games. But if you did, you would know that you pressed the buttons to get to this option. You press the buttons. There is literally a canon mode where you don't have to make any of these choices if you don't want to. You don't have to anybody as Yasuke if you don't want to. You chose to rizz up the non-binary person, and now you're mad that you can do it. You didn't accidentally arrive at the sexo run. You chose it deliberately. And now you're mad that it exists. Yeah, this is the guy I'm talking about. Colonel Otaku Gatekeeper, educating Westerners on Japanese politics and gatekeeping anime and manga from censorious Puritans, Japanese nationalists, anti-communism, Shintoists. He's not even Japanese. He's never been to Japan. Many such cases. There are so many Ian Miles Chongs now online, and it's very frustrating. It's a unique phenomena. It's very strange. Back in the day, you just had Ian Miles Chong, who LARPs from Malaysia as a guy who lives in Portland, Oregon. He's never stepped foot in the United States of America. Everybody knows his background. These guys now are all anonymous accounts, and they act like they are Japanese right-wing nationalists. This dude is a pedophile living in the UK. It's so annoying. People had shame. This is shameful shit to openly do a political movement around Stellar Blade not having the same 56 outfits that it had pre-first day patch is a shameful thing. It's the type of thing that even if you felt in your mind, you're supposed to immediately squash it. You're supposed to be like, I shouldn't be thinking this way. What am I, a weird, psychotic sex pervert? Like, no, I shouldn't feel this way. This is embarrassing to feel. I should stop feeling this way. This is what you were at a certain time and place. This is what you were supposed to do. If you had like a weird, intrusive thought like that, you were like, what did I just think? Gross. Now, this is at the forefront of people's political activism. If your first thought when you see the new Assassin's Creed game featuring Yasuke, black character, and a woman, and you're like, oh, dude, this shit sucks. Why is there a black guy as the main character? If you genuinely feel this, you should be embarrassed to say it out loud. I can't stop you from feeling that way, but oh my Lord, this is one of those things that you should feel great shame for even thinking, let alone saying out loud. And now people are rewarded for saying it out loud. People are rewarded for saying it. And it's just like, it shocks me to my core because I feel like if you said these things in the real world around other human beings, they'd be like, what the are you saying? Unless you're at a clan meeting. And in which case they would still probably be like, who cares about video games, dumbass? You know what I mean? Like there's no outlet for this kind of behavior in the real world. This is the only place where you can get mad about something like this and be rewarded for it. It's wild. That's what shocks me to my very core, is that these guys get their notes, once again, from a genuine loser, a guy that is 60 years old, who said he wanted to make his own video game and has failed spectacularly at making this video game. He has not been able to successfully make it. It's a Gundam style game. I didn't even need to know about this dude's existence. And now I know because he's an Outrage merchant that other people actually follow on. And then guys like Asmongold will hype this shit up. They'll just sit there and farm it, knowing full well that they're farming, knowing full well that they're farming these dumbasses. I saw something funny though, because Asmongold, I think, also started playing it, and he liked the game, and his audience wants him to hate the game. But after he farmed it over and over again for all of the controversies, it turns out he likes it now. Look at this video. It's only 11 seconds, but here.
Yeah, sure, I'll beat the game. Why wouldn't I? Don't force yourself to. No, I'm not. I've been enjoying this. I've been enjoying this.
Didn't Ubisoft lie about the historical black samurai? I thought it wasn't real after all. No, it is a real person. What the f? No, Yasuke is a real historical figure. He was a retainer for Nobunaga. It's a real thing. Ironically enough, even if he wasn't, who gives a shit? But he is real. That's what makes it even funnier. Props to him for not fake hating it. That's props to him. He farmed it for months. What the f are you talking about? No, I thought you were being hyperbolic when you said these fellas would get mad because there's a black character. I didn't think you were being 100% genuine. This is wild. Oh no, I'm unfortunately, I hate to report this to you, but yes, I'm being very sincere. These guys are genuinely. They say the wiki page was fake. What? Yes, in many vids. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, I swear to God, it is, people are violently stupid, bro. Asmon is just on basic grifter who would never see any of his own grift through unless it involves deplatforming someone. No, he will. Dude, the funniest part about Asmongold is he often will cop to it. Asmongold will routinely cop to him just straightforwardly not saying his true opinion. There is a honesty in the way that he does the grift where he'll just be like, yeah, I don't care. It's popular. And the dumb still eat it up. That's how this works. That's how right-wing commentary works in general, where you can just basically say, I'm lying to you. It's like cryptocurrency schemes. You can have a cryptocurrency shitcoin called griftcoin or shitcoin, right? And people will still buy into it. It's similar. It's the similar dumbass mindset that people have. It is literally the same mindset where people are like, oh, am I being grifted to by this guy who doesn't have a genuine take on this issue? Well, as long as he's repeating the talking points, I'll still keep consuming it. What is this?
Ew. Are you playing Assassin's Creed 3?
Yeah?
This game is an insult to the history of the American Revolution by not making the main character English. This is just more woke DEI garbage being pushed down our throats.
So you would want Connor to be white instead?
Yes, that would be more historically accurate.
But there were a few Native Americans who fought on both sides.
That's just obvious pandering.
Well, Assassin's Creed has never been historically accurate. It's been more so historically inspired. No one complained when Ezio fought the Pope in the Vatican, which obviously did not happen.
Right, but that's not about
race? So the only time that we complain about historical inaccuracy is when race is involved.
But
or how about when Ubisoft tried to be more historically accurate by giving Altair a Middle Eastern accent in Assassin's Creed Revelations and got criticized for not keeping the American accent from Assassin's Creed 1? Seems like there's some double standards going on.
Whatever. I'm gonna go watch more Asmongold.
Are we sure he's not a flesh suit stuff with the roads to control it? I don't know. There's zero proof that an assassin didn't fistfight a Pope historically. True. He did a video about this, chat. He did. It's wild how the right is just the annoying SJWs of yesteryear. I remember these exact rants except from those who woke scolded random people for playing problematic games. Girlfriend reviews had to make a public apology because she didn't enjoy Last of Us 2 because Radlibs called her a bigot. Like, what is this shift? I think it's crazy because, like, Radlibs have definitely aggressively pursued certain things, and they still do to this day. It's not like they stopped doing that shit, right? Having said that, more often than not, the woke SJWs were at least, like, advocating for something that made sense. Their underlying position is not entirely incorrect, right? Their advocacy and their activism was idiotic and incredibly stupid, and worse than all, very annoying, very, very annoying, because it's all immaterial bullshit. But at least it was, one, consistent, and two, it was on issues like systemic racism, which is real, as a real thing, right? Systemic racism is a real problem. You're not tackling systemic racism by complaining about a video game that doesn't have, like, sufficient representation. You're not. You're just being annoying. These guys, on the other hand, are like, no, we want less representation. So they're both on the wrong side of an argument and also arguing about something immaterial and crying about it. It's like a triple whammy. It is just so mind-boggling to me. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. The premise of Assassin's Creed is that aliens uplifted monkeys to be human slaves with mind control tech. You killed the Pope in a battle where he uses the alien mind control tech to do shadow clone jutsu. Oh yes, the immortal is your father, Pythagoras. You were led there in part by conversations with your best friend, Herodotus. And you were part human, part alien, which led you to access the city. In AC3, you play as a white guy, Desmond, reliving the memories of a white guy, Hatham, and his bastard half-Mohawk, Connor. In it, the American Revolution is being controlled by two factions, the OG Illuminati fighting over control of alien artifacts. You have to grow up. Yeah, besides the central thread in the in-game universe, that's why you get a blade pistol and a tank bomber from Da Vinci, because of a commitment to historical realism. I love Assassin's Creed, clearly, but you're huffing sewage if you think there's any fidelity to history in these video game series. You don't play this game because it's historically accurate. You play it because it's an open world simulation with historical skins. There is exactly one game where you play a character who actually existed. Does anyone want to guess which one that is? It's Yasuke. Yeah, like I truly don't understand why this is even a meta. Like, what is this? You're just like sad and angry all the time, dude. You're just so upset all the fucking time. It makes no sense to be this upset over such immaterial things all the time. I get it, you're racist, but like, I don't know, use that energy for something. Go find a racist congressperson and like door knock for him or something. There's plenty of them in the Republican Party, and hell, there's some in the Democratic Party too. Like, why are you doing this instead? Like, be racist the normal way, please. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's just like, be racist in a way that matters, at least, so I don't have to see it. I hate this whining. It's easier to turn your self-hatred against everything around you than it is to address the fact that you hate yourself in your life and do something to fix it. That's why these people are such losers. I never really thought that like we would get to this place where people would genuinely think that this is like a political cause that they're on board with. Like, it is so immaterial and so embarrassing. Ugh.